This is the Kindy Rockstars Podcast, Season 4. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, albums, videos, or live performances, along with great stories from the artists themselves. Kindy Rockstars Season 4 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waltmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for more than 20 years. And now, on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kindy Rockstars. I am really excited to have back on the show with me, Ashley Mills Monaghan. Ashley, good to see you again.
Good to see you. Good to be here, Patrick. Thanks for having me.
You got it. And we have a very, very interesting episode. This is going to be the first time we have featured a single of this type, but it is I guess the best word of it is a combining of two songs and a remix together from Ashley, a song that you featured on this show. It's called If I Tell Myself I Can. And that is mixed with a song by another good friend, Uncle Dox, and his song Fish.
Yeah.
So I am excited to hear how all of this came about because the result is quite fascinating. So what is the genesis of this? How did it all come together?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to kind of rewind a little bit. So back in, I believe it was February, I released a single with Michael Bush. She goes by Music with Michael. She's an incredible musician, Kindy artist down in New Zealand. And we did Happy Feet together. And after that was released, I got a message from Uncle Dox. Hey, can I experiment with this Happy Feet song and remix it for you? And I was like, okay, see what happens. And so he added his little flair on it. And that version was actually the one that ended up on the album, Good Times, which was released, several months later. And from there, I suppose we sort of just kind of went back and forth. He was listening to some of my stuff, I think, and he said, hey, can I play around with If I Tell Myself I Can? Because I have an idea with another one of my songs. And so he came back with he kind of put some flair on his Fish song. And when I had heard that version, he had left like the first verse blank. And I was like, oh, this is great mix. But where are we putting If I Tell Myself I Can in there? Because I didn't really hear it. I thought it was going to be kind of a mashup. And then he was like, oh, no, the first verse, that's going to be your we're going to have, he could hear in his head. He's a genius artist. Let me tell you, he is so cool. And so I took that and then I kind of put it in my system and I added my first verse and I kind of just sort of played around with the melody, and it kind of is sort of the same, but it's a little different. And then we just sort of went back and forth that way. He's out in Minnesota and I'm in Los Angeles. And it's just so neat how we can do this and like collaborate with each other and not be in the same studio space. But yeah, we was just kind of all about experimenting with mashing the two songs together. And the end result is just, it's so different from what I do, that it's such an honor to like be part of a completely different genre. It's like this hip hop, his style is so unique, and the beats are so fun. It just makes you want to just if I tell myself I can do anything. Like it just kind of pumps you up. And that's kind of how it went to be for that particular song. And then from there, actually, we've actually been writing a couple of different songs together. I had a song that I have kind of pitched to him, and we've used it's called Be My Friend, and that we're using as that my version is like the hook, and then he's kind of adding his little like rap on it. And it's real, we're just combining kind of our styles in a really unique way. And I think, with his kind of unique voice and his rap and his interesting rhymes and everything, played with like, I guess I kind of have these breathy vocals. It kind of adds this nice little, I don't know, flow. I'm happy with it. I think it's a cool song. But anyway, we have a couple more songs coming after this one is what I was getting to.
Well, very cool. And
an interesting collaboration.
Let's say, If I Tell Myself I Can, that was one of your song babies. So
That
what was it
one of my
like?
songs.
What was it like to hear it in such a different way? The first time you heard like maybe the first draft of what he was doing with it, what kind of went through your head?
Well, honestly, the first time I heard it, I didn't have my spin on it at all. So I was like, well, where's my song in this? So I kind of had to add that flair onto it and use the song and kind of, put that in. But yeah, I don't know, you heard it. Do you like it?
I do. I know your song. And I was just so curious as to what was done with that, because it's totally different style, like you said, and
totally different style. And it's Uncle Dox. I mean, he, like I said, he is so talented. He's just like this genius. And he told me he doesn't even know how to read music. So I'm like, you are amazing. You just kind of hear this in your head. And then, because I have a hard time with that. Like I can hear stuff in my head, but then it's a matter of when I go sit down to produce it, I can't quite, match it. But he's really talented.
All right. Well, I think we've set this up well enough. Let's check it out. Here it is. If I Tell Myself I Can and Fish, the combined song by Ashley Mills Monaghan and Uncle Dox.
You're one of one, that should be your favorite ratio. Impossible don't exist.
I can jump up and down. I can ride my bike all around. I can make a princess crown if I tell myself I can. I can skip that monkey bar. I can run that extra mile. I can dress myself in my own style if I tell myself I can. If I tell myself I can, I can do anything. If I tell myself I can, I can do anything.
I'm amazing at everything. It's basically an endless list. You gotta know that I think impossible doesn't exist. Dream it to achieve it is the secret I believe in. If I set my mind to something, there ain't nothing I can't accomplish. Even when it's sleep full of tricks, tape on my eyelids, I kill when it's stepping contest with a fish. I can tell right from wrong, write the song, happy as the night is long. I can jog a mile while beating the final balls. I can talk for hours about nonsense, but I can't beat a fish in a staring contest. I can froggy hop, do a mean karate chop. I spot the weirdest sounds like a body shot. I can do anything you ever heard of, and if not, I gladly accept the hurdle. I can ride a bike, fly a kite, tie a knot. Mighty tight, I'm the type, at least give it a shot. I can make a plate of hot dish, vanish,
But you couldn't win a staring contest with a fish.
If I tell myself I can,
do it.
I can do anything. If I tell myself I can, I can do anything.
I'm amazing at everything. It's basically an endless list. Yeah, yeah. You gotta know that I think impossible doesn't exist.
If I tell myself I can,
Impossible don't exist. Possible don't exist. Possible.
Anything that I can.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
If I tell myself I can,
I can do it. Anything that I can. You can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. So anything that I can do, reality to reality like that. So anything that I can do, amazing at everything. It's basically an endless list. You gotta know that I think impossible doesn't exist. Dreaming to achieve it is the secret. I believe in it. If I set my mind to something, there ain't nothing I can't accomplish. Even when it's sleep on the dreams, you stay by my eyelids. I skill when it's stepping contest with a fish.
And that was If I Tell Myself I Can /fish. So Ashley, where can people find, stream, download, purchase that song?
You can get that anywhere. Apple Music. I always use Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and wherever you get your music, you will find that everywhere. And actually, I think it's uploaded as kind of an EP sort of. So you have in that same sort of collection, you have the If I Tell Myself I Can Fish, and then you'll also be able to hear the original If I Tell Myself I Can, and then you'll be able to hear Dox's Fish, and then but you can get it anywhere you get your music.
Awesome. And how can
October
people
20th.
Okay, wonderful. And how can people find and connect with you and check out your latest album, Good Times?
Yeah. You can follow me on Instagram is probably the best way. So that's just at Ashley Mills Monaghan. You can check out my website, ashleymillsmonaghan.com. I also have them on Facebook and all the others. So just, connect with me. And then, let me know if you like the song, because, Dox and I have some more projects that we're working on, and we think it's pretty special, but let me know what you think, because it is different.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for being on the show. And if it's okay with you and Dox, I would love to throw a special bonus in here, because I have worked with the both of you on a song. It was a cover of I Think We're Alone Now, made famous by Tiffany. But I think Dox was more inspired by the Billy Joe Armstrong version. But the three of us participated in that. That is on Kindies Do the 80s Volume 2.
Yes.
So look for that, along with some other great collaborations of some 80s classics.
Yes, it's a good album. Some good comps on there for sure.
Absolutely. Yep. So we're going to play you out with that as well as a special bonus. Here it is. I Think We're Alone Now by yours truly, Ashley Mills Monaghan and Uncle Dox. Take care, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Patrick.
Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. Watch how you play. They don't understand. It's so running just as fast as we can. Holding on to one another's hand. Trying to get away into the night until you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground, and then you say, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Look at the way we gotta hide what we're doing. 'Cause what would they say if they ever knew? So we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night until you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground, and then you say, seem to be anyone around. I think we're sound. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound.